Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily meditation. It's my theology lesson that I do every day. I record it and I release it because maybe somebody else can get something out of it. I do it for myself because I want to be a better person. I know there's a lot of discussion about religion and this and that and blah, blah, blah. I don't really, and I don't care about that. I'm doing it for myself because because of the principles that these different religious thoughts talk about, And I'm trying to be a better person. People read other texts by authors, self-improvement, this, that, and the other. So what? That's okay. So don't down people who like religion if it's keeping them in check and making them better. So what? But if you are pretending to be religious and then you're doing all kinds of horrible things to people, you need to be ashamed of yourself because you're bringing shame down on your sect. SECT, sect. It's a disgrace. You're giving religion and people who want to be a bad name. We all sin. Everybody. Everybody makes a mistake. People make mistakes. We all make mistakes. But to outcast people and stuff like that because they make a mistake, acting as though you don't make a mistake, you need to get yourself in check. There's a lot of that going on around here. People want to point the finger at somebody else and expose everybody else's hardships and this and that and the other. If they're not committing a crime, leave them alone. Now, if they're committing a crime, that's different. I'm not talking about that. But if you don't want your closet door opened up and your skeletons to fall out, then stay out of somebody else's closet. Stop being a hypocrite and leave people alone. If they're not bothering you, leave them alone. Stop going to these religious buildings and pretending as though you love God when you're doing horrible things to people in the shadows. If you can pretend all you want. There's a lot of people out here going to these buildings religiously, pretending, going through the motions. Then as soon as they leave, then they back to their evil business. You need to stop that. You don't have to believe there's a God. There is one. I don't care what you want to call his name. There's a higher power, and they're watching. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to believe it, but it's true. It's true. And some of us know how true it is. If you believe in these demons and all of this, please believe there's heavenly spirits too, okay? Some of us can witness to that. I have photos that I have put I have photos that I have put online. And I love God. It's not a joke, people. It's not a joke. Be glad that they don't do you like they do some of us. Maybe they should. Maybe you get some understanding. Whatever you want to call the higher power, it's something out there. Whatever the names of them are. And there's some good and there's some bad ones. I'm going on the side of good, so I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I don't care what people think. You can think I'm crazy all you want to, but when the day comes, you gonna find out. I'm one of the most sane people anybody gonna meet, and I'm gonna back up whatever I'm saying. I can back it up. I deal with 3 major religions. I come out of the Bible, the Quran, and I'm reading an introductory paperback, a Buddhist text called The Shape of Suffering, okay? Now, I'm terrible with the names, all the theological names, I'm terrible with it. And I don't care what people say. I don't give a crap. I'm gonna still do what I'm doing. I'm trying to be better. I'm not out here trying to mislead people and all of this and that. I'm trying to get people to turn their evil selves around and be better. Have I made mistakes? Plenty of them. And people don't mind putting me out there when I do. But it's their turn now. It's your turn. Because we all make mistakes. Just watch it. So I'm coming out of The Shape of Suffering, this stat rotation. I'm reading every single book, text for word, chapter by chapter. And a couple of these texts is going to take me some years to get all the way through it because I'm reading every word, chapter for chapter. And every text has something in it that everybody's going to be cringing about. But they both back each other up, though, on certain stories. So you can take it or leave it. And then for people that are condemning people that don't know what's going on, shame for you on that. Shame for you on that. If they don't know, they don't know. If you want to you want to enlighten people, just enlighten them, but don't down them because they don't know what you know. Just if you want to, just enlighten people instead of downing them for what they don't know. You know, regardless. You know, if you're learned, that's good. Everybody isn't learned. They're not, for whatever reason. But don't down people because they don't know. Just enlighten people on what they don't know. Make them aware of it. There's a lot of stuff out here, you know, going on. I knew about the Apocrypha for over 40-something years, but I didn't just down people because they didn't know about it. I'm just using that as an example. You know what I'm saying? People get hurt behind telling the truth. So that's why, you know, we're in a situation now where it's better, where we can talk more freely. We couldn't used to talk that freely back in, they'll kill you. They still will kill you. That's just facts. You can see it all through history. Who wants to die like that? But these devils are out here doing all kinds of mischief because they don't want you to know the truth. But I'm going to tell the truth, though. We're in an age now, I'm just at the point now I don't care. I'm going to tell people what they need to know. I don't know everything. That's why I listen to other people to find out something I don't know about. And then I can research it on my own from there. If I don't know, I don't know. So I'm just going to read. I'm in The Shape of Suffering. I'm just, with this Buddhist text, I'm only going to read a little bit of it at a time. There's a lot of information in a little bit of the space. A whole sentence can mean a whole lot. We're dealing with dependent co-arising, and it talks about overthinking. You know, you have to go back, look it up, you know, because I've already discussed it, you know. So we're marching on forward. Dependent co-arising deals with overthinking and you know, and the stress that it can bring on and how to identify it. But I'm going to read a little bit right now. All the factors of dependent co-arising are processes and events that are immediately present in one's awareness. There is no need to search outside of your immediate present awareness for hidden causes underlying these factors. Every factor is right here to be observed. Even the factor of becoming, the sense of identity within a world of experience fashioned from the data of the senses, is a process, a sense of being that comes from doing, and that can be observed to change as your intentional actions change. Let me read that again. Is a process, a sense of being that comes from doing, and that can be observed to change as your intentional actions change. The ability to see all of these factors simply as processes and events without any reference to the question of whether there is anything underlying them is an important skill in learning how to see them in terms of the Four Noble Truths. This point is emphasized in many passages where the Buddha refuses to entertain the question of whether there are substances or agents, such as a world outside or a self or a soul inside, underlying the direct experience of the factors of dependent co-arising. For example, he refuses to entertain such question as who feels or who clings, whose is the aging and death, or the aging and death of what, or the birth, rebirth of what, because such questions lead inevitably to related questions of how to define the who or what being affirmed or denied, a process that leads further and further away from the direct vision of the processes of suffering and stress as processes in and of themselves as they occur. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Okay, I'm just trying to learn like everybody, so don't come at me, because I'm not going to debate religion and all of that. I'm not going to debate all these philosophies and theologies, and I just want to try to get something out of this so I can be better. You know, and I hope somebody gets something out of this, and I really hope this world, it don't look good for us. You know, we have so many pretend people out here just mistreating people and deceiving people and leading them astray, and it gotta stop somewhere, you know. Anyway, come to God. You know, don't give up on yourself. You know, find your hope, find your joy, find your peace, find your love, find it. You know, don't give up on yourself. If you lose everything and you still have yourself, you can always rebuild. Never give up on yourself. Love yourself first, because if you love yourself and nobody else loves you, you can make it. You'll be okay. Remember to smile this day anyway. It's hard. I know it's hard. I smile anyway. And reach out to one person at a time, one person at a time, one person at a time, okay?